Welcome, listeners, to Gamer Headlines Show, Gamer Headlines' weekly entertainment podcast. This is episode 63. I'm one of your co-hosts, Adnan Riaz. As always, I'm joined by my other co-host, Chris Cortez.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Chris.
Hello. And this week we're joined by insert names here. No, I'm kidding. That's what the teleprompter says. Fuck. No. Hey guys, how is everyone? How are you doing on this day, Adnan? How is everything?
Fucking delightful.
Yeah. Yes. fucking sunny delight. Yeah. Yeah, dude, it's going good, man. We should probably jump into the show because I know that we want to make this.
Time is of the essence.
Yeah, we got to keep this sexy, but we got to keep it, on the lowdown too. So, but dude, yeah, man. On that note, though, talk nerdy to me, Adnan. What's been happening, dude, since episode 62?
Not much. I've been conflicted with a lot of my schedule lately, but I did get around to watching Ash vs. Evil Dead.
Oh, nice. I've been meaning to watch that. Like, it looks really good.
I haven't actually really finished it. Per se, I'm like 5 episodes in. I haven't really gone back to it for the last couple of days. Not saying that it's bad for that reason, but because other things have started to pop up. But I was basically looking for another TV show after Narcos. And I got started fizzling around, and then I noticed it and remembered like people mentioning it to me. And like as a huge horror fan, I kind of like wanted to see it, and kind of like I quickly went on Wikipedia and quickly read like the first 2 lines of the description just to see what it's like, and kind of quickly realized it's more of a comedy horror, like the Evil Dead 2 style like it is. But like when I watched it, it was absolutely hilarious. I was having so many points of like just laughing, and it's just such a great evolution of Sam Raimi's Evil Dead, like the story arc.
Right.
I think like, Sam Raimi directs the first episode as well.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and it's just like so funny that the character Ash returns as a continuation of the story. Because the thing is that with that, you don't really need to watch the first Evil Dead movie because they explain in the first episode why he only has one hand, and like kind of like what happened in the other film. But there's this kind of I think you do need to watch it just for the sense of what you understand with like the blood effects,
right?
Where they, like their heads smash and like kind of like the blood comes out in like different ways, and how these zombies or whatever are like just appropriately kill someone in a different like. In like almost like a non-zombie like manner. It's kind of like one thing, but it's got so many great characters because it's not even just Ash, like Pablo, and then the other people that surround them too, and then the other characters they bring in really, really funny and comedy. And it's for what it is as well, like, it's 29 minutes per episode, so it's a lot shorter than the other movies. Well, movies.
Oh, it's 29 minutes an episode.
Yeah, it's around about 29 minutes.
Okay,
so it's a lot shorter than the other TV shows I watch. I was kind of like really enjoying it for that.
Right.
I don't really think it needs to be longer. I think it's make the perfect time limit of what it hits because it has some great moments of a great continuation, like of just generally. I think like the only thing is that it's just that fact that if you've never watched Evil Dead, even though you get the kind of like fact of what it is, you'll never really fully appreciate what they're doing. Right. You can kind of be like, oh, this is just like whatever else. It's not like it's kind of like satirical on what Evil Dead is.
Right.
But at the same time, it kind of like is like the next evolution of that story in the present day. 30 years on from that movie.
Shit! Wow. Okay. I thought, damn. How do you think with the? I'm still kind of fixated on the half-hour time thing. Like, does it like fit well though? Is it like appropriate enough to tell a story, or does it feel like it should have been like a 40 or 50-minute show?
No, 30 minutes is perfect.
It's good? All right.
It would drag too much. It would kind of like trip over its own feet if it was longer because it has its moments of comedy, then it has some kind of like deep moments of like storytelling.
Right.
Like all the like from what I've seen so far, like the continuation of each episode feels very solid for what it's doing because it's just one continuous string of like storylines after storylines, plot. There's no real kind of huge filler episodes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just like kind of like there's a really funny moment, like one of the parts is where basically kind of like I won't give away much of the plot, but there are tombstones and basically like have this kind of moment of silence almost, and she's like they weren't they're not Christian, they're Jewish, and he's basically built them Christian headstones to the cross on their grave. And it's just really funny. He's like, oh. Bruce Campbell is just like fantastic. Just in that role, he is so awesome. Good. It is. I can't even explain it more than what it is because it would give away too much of the plot. But it's real. Like if you're a horror fan, you like horror comedy, and you appreciate what Evil Dead was, it's definitely something you need to watch. Like definitely by a million stretch of the imagination, you really need to watch it.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, dude. Yeah, because my history of Evil Dead is this. I had a friend that showed it to me. He was like, "Oh yeah, dude, like you've never seen Evil Dead? You gotta see these." And I think my first movie I saw was Army of Darkness. That was the first one I saw, and then he let me borrow. He had like all three of his he had his VHS. That's how dating myself here, but he had the three VHS tapes that he lent to me, and so I went home and I saw Evil Dead, the first one, and I'm like, oh, this is fucked up. Like this is nothing like Army of Darkness because it was like a horror. It was straight up horror. And then I saw the second one. I'm like, oh, okay. There's like a little bit of comedy elements here. Like it's kind of like a mix of the two. And then by the time you get to Army of Darkness, it's like pretty much straight up comedy. You know what I mean? So like for this show, because I've never seen it, is it like more? Is it more Army of Darkness, or is it more like, what's it called, like horror? Like, is it like basically is it like part two where it's balanced, or is it more horror than comedy? Like in your opinion?
It's more horror comedy, if anything.
Okay, so that's
There's
good.
never, from what I've kind of seen, it's not really huge moments of horror. I'm like, kind of like what it is, like Scream. It's not a Scream style, where Scream
Right.
chooses really like where it wants to be taken serious, but yet also at the same time it's parodying what it is. This is kind of like almost straight up horror comedy because they take it to the present day, and Ash is just kind of taking this real way. It's just like when they think that he's fighting supernatural forces in 21st century,
Right.
and there's just this kind of like there's this kind of like thing where you watch it and you kind of glue yourself in at the beginning. It's almost kind of like serious. Like let me just say, it's like the first episode, it opens with like a very serious horror note. Do you know, like we could be a show where it's really serious and horror, and then that's just tossed out the window. The rule book is thrown straight out. You know, you don't say "I'll be back." Like Randy's rule book is tossed straight out the window.
That's awesome.
And it just goes straight into full comedy horror. Like it's just pure like because it's not even like forced humor as well. It has the moments where it perfectly it fits like a jigsaw together.
Right. Right.
That's where it can most.
Okay. Shit. Then yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out because yeah, no, I really I loved Army of Darkness is my favorite of the trilogy only because I really dig on comedies, but I really did like and appreciated the first two. I wasn't crazy about the new one that came out that didn't have Ash in it, Evil Dead. I didn't really like that one too much. I rented it and I watched it and I didn't really care. And I know the original plan, if I recall correctly, was they were going to make a sequel to the reboot series, and then they're going to make a sequel to the original series, and then another movie that ties them all together. That kind of like crosses over the two characters. I don't know if they're doing that anymore though, because I heard that whatever the hell their fourth movie was, that became the show that's on right now. So, and I know they're doing a season 2, so I have no idea what the hell they're doing.
Yeah, it's already been renewed, which is fucking amazing news
Yeah.
for what it is. 'Cause I haven't finished it yet. But yeah, I definitely want to get into the next 5 episodes and finish off the season.
Sweet. Yeah, I'll try to check it out. That sounds good. But what's it called? No, dude, for me, talk nerd to me. Not a whole lot, man. I've been really busy. Haven't been able to really spend any money lately because, post holiday, all that shit catches up to you. But no, I am. This is kind of interesting. I think I might have shared this last year. I don't remember. But so the first game I bought in 2015 was Resident Evil, the remake, the HD remaster, and I was super excited about it to the point that I found my old strategy guide I bought all the way back in 2002, and I actually like referred to it sometimes when I was playing the HD remaster. It was so cool. It was like going back to like something I had from like fucking I was in high school at the time. I was like in ninth grade when that came out. Well, I found my strategy guide for Resident Evil Zero, and it's in really good condition. Actually, it looks brand new. It looks like something I bought like today, to be honest. Like not to kind of like stroke my own like ego, but yeah, no, I really did a great job of keeping it intact. It's the it's the whole strategy guide for the game, Resident Evil Zero, and next week Resident Evil Zero comes out, and it's my first game I'm buying for 2016, and yeah, I'm super excited to like start my Resident Evil playthrough. I'm gonna do a playthrough of the entire main series, Resident Evil series, from Resident Evil 0 all the way to Resident Evil 6, to get like the full series chronologically and stuff. But yeah, I would do this. I wasn't even into like what's it called? I don't know why I bought these strategy guides, because I would I knew about GameFAQs. I knew about that. Now, back then it was GameFAQs.
Yeah.
Back then,
Game
yeah,
facts obliterated.
yeah,
Strategy guides. The internet obliterated strategy guides.
yeah, dude. You would just like go on GameFAQs, and now like everybody does one. Now it's like you need a strategy guide. Just fucking like strategy guides are novelties now. Like if you notice, I got the Phantom Pain one.
Yeah, same. I
Right.
didn't even really use it. I just really wanted lithographs and like
Yeah.
just keep it as like kind of with the rest of it. It is true though. They're not worth anything.
No, yeah, you
Their-
could,
their weight in money has just diminished
yeah.
completely over the last 10 years, 20 years.
It's the bonuses now they put in it. Like that if you look at the Resident Evil 0 one, it's a very thin book. It's literally a guide. It's a strategy guide. That's what it is first and foremost. It has like an intro, that's about it. But if you look at the Phantom Pain one, it has the walkthrough, but it also has like that big Kojima commentary section and like, you know, all that. And those are great. Like it's worth the purchase. Those are excellent like additions that they did, and like a detailed summary of the whole series and stuff. But yeah, so it's just crazy comparing like something that came out like in the last decade to, you know, what's coming out now and how the place was. But I don't know why the fuck I bought it. I think it was one of those things. GameSpot used to have, no, I'm sorry, GameStop used to have a deal, I remember, where if you bought the guide the day the game came out, they would always take 20% off the guide or something like that. And I guess my mom was like, all right, whatever. Like, you know, you get
My
good
son's
grades.
got too much of an idiot to play this game. He needs to buy. I need to buy him the strategy guide and nourish his brain with knowledge of completing this game the easy way. They were very weird. They were very weird because like strategy guides, like even when you were kind of like stuck as like without the internet, you'd go and ask your friend.
Yeah.
Rather than or you'd borrow your friend's strategy guide. That's a better way of playing it because you don't want to really invest the money on it. It was a really strange like way of kind of explaining things. I think it was only really effective in video games like Metal Gear Solid or like Resident Evil 1 or something that had like, you know, puzzles which are like fucking hair pulling, like frustrating, like just to, you know, the point where you want to throw your control out the window, which you want to do anyway when you play most games like that. Because I mean, like, they don't really want like the Rocket League. I mean, they didn't really do ones for like FIFA and stuff like that, but it was very strange. Like some games would have it, and some games were just really easy and simplistic.
Right.
Yet there was enough reason to warrant a strategy guide from some developers or something like that.
Yeah, dude, I remember, what was it, like, someone made a joke that the Order 18... What is it, 1886? Is that the game?
1886, yeah.
Yeah, that the Order 1886, that the guide for that game is ridiculous. Like, literally that game is, you just shoot people and you move forward. And I think that's exactly what the guide says. It goes like, shoot everybody and then move forward. Like, you know, that, yeah, stuff like that. Like, guides, I think, are almost unnecessary now in this day and age. Like, for older games, like, you know, they were needed. But not so much now. Like, now, you're right. Like, now, like, Resident Evil, the original, that game was fucking hard. I couldn't beat it when I was a kid. I couldn't figure it out. I think I used Game Shark, to be honest. Like, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I had, like, hacked the game. Like, I would fuck around with it. But, like, Metal Gear, I remember I was able to beat Metal Gear solid just fine. Metal Gear, here. Yeah, we've had a couple of run-ins. But yeah, no, I was able to do it just fine. Like, you know, and when I got stuck on things like Psycho Mantis or something, then you would ask like a friend, like, how the fuck do you beat Psycho Mantis? Oh, you switch the controller ports. And I'm like, really? All right. And it was brilliant. Like back then, like, yeah, at the time it was like, what? All right, I guess so. But now it's like you think about it and like, you know, who would have thought that's the solution? I remember, and after this we'll switch because I know I don't want to stay on this topic too long, but I remember one strategy guide story, dude. When I was playing Star Fox 64 a long time ago, back in like 1997, I think it came out. I remember someone would tell me, "Oh yeah, there's alternate paths in the game," meaning that like you don't have to go this way. You could go and visit these other planets. And I'm like, "Really?" And they're like, "Yeah, you just have to like, you know, there's tricks you could do." And I always try to figure out how the fuck do I get to the other planet in the first mission, and I never knew it. And once I was at Walmart, and like I would always have a very short period of time to read the guide because my parents were like in a hurry. So I would fucking grab the guide, I would read it, and I remember I kept fucking things up. Like the first time I just looked at the pictures and I thought I knew what to do, and then I went back home like, fuck, that didn't do it. And then like the next day I would go to Walmart again, I would read the guide again, and like I would always get snippets of information because I didn't want to justify. Now, that would take like a quick Google search. I would literally be like, how do you do this, Google? And they're like, oh, you do this, So it's crazy how you're right. The internet has changed like strategy guides so much, and like how you figure things out. Back then, it was word of mouth, or you bought a guide, or you had a friend that had the guide.
Or you sat there and traded the game in.
Yeah.
Once you realised you couldn't bother doing it anymore.
You admitted defeat. You're like, fuck this. Just like, please take it.